Kia ora. So I just thought I'd finally do a part 2 and update you all on our living situation. So we still haven't been able to find a home. We are currently living on my mum's property with the kids out in a tent, which is not ideal. It is the least ideal situation. In the last month that we've been here, we have been searching every single day for accommodation elsewhere. There are no rental properties available that are under, say, $720 a week, which there's no way, even with my partner and I working full-time, that we can afford. I just got off the phone before from Housing New Zealand. We were hoping to be able to apply for a Housing New Zealand house. So that was an hour-long appointment over the phone, and after going through everything, we still need to give a few documents, proof of earnings and things like that. It looks like we may not be eligible because of what we earn each week, and even if we are eligible and we are put on the waiting list, I think the lady said that we were at an A14 rating, so I believe the highest is an A20. So but even if we do get onto the waiting list for a Housing New Zealand house, we will be on there for years. Not days, not weeks, not months, but years, because there is such a high demand for housing in New Zealand at the moment that even government housing has got such a massive waiting list. It is such a real problem here in Aotearoa that I can't see a light at the end of the tunnel at this stage. We still have people looking out for us for housing. We apply for all the houses that come available, which in the last, say, 3 weeks there's been one house that we've applied for. All the others have been out of our price range or too far to travel, and I'm talking we're prepared to travel, 45, 50 minutes to work and back, which will be over an hour for the children for school, because I'm not pulling them out of the high school that they're at the moment. So that's our situation. I'll pause the video and I'll just take you outside and show you the little tent. I won't go in there and open the tent up because I have no idea if the boys have tidied it up after they got ready for school this morning. It's a really picturesque setting. It's beautiful bush. It's a really lovely place to be, but it's not ideal, and we need to get the heck out of here into our own place so that we can feel that we're not stepping on somebody else's territory. We've got Mum's landlord lives right next door, and when Mum signed the lease for this property, he was taking on a single working female with a tiny dog. Now he's let us stay here for the time being, but he didn't sign up for 2 extra adults, an extra dog, and 2 children. So it's kind of stressful trying to keep the noise low, trying to make sure that we are unnoticed as possible. But yeah, so we want to get out of here. We appreciate that we've been given a roof over our heads, but we need out, and we don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. But putting that aside, I'll show you the kids' little tent setup. So for some reason I can't turn my camera around, but that's the little tent there, right by a river. Really beautiful, really nice. So that's our tent there. And the other reason why we need to get out is because my youngest boy was at beginning of last week in hospital because he was having an asthma attack. It's cold in the tent. It's not good for his health. My other son has a heart murmur and scoliosis. Sleeping on an airbed in a cold tent, it's not an ideal situation. So if anybody knows of anything in the Thames or surrounding districts, please let us know, because we've had enough. We've had enough of being homeless, not having our own space.